So basically in these types of lists, I always try to see if anybody has the same thoughts as me. Well, I guess not. Ratchet and Clank is f***ing awesome. I don't know about you, but I love me some Ratchet and Clank. It's probably one of the best gaming franchises in gaming history. It's legendary. I can't explain to you how much I love this series, but in another video. Anyways, there are 4 things that makes a Ratchet and Clank game fantastic and original, and they are wonderful game design, great story, beautiful levels, and using those weapons to destroy those levels. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Weapons, not the good ones. Yeah, there's a lot of great ones, but we're going to talk about the infamous ones. So buckle up, kiddos. I only have as one honorable mention. I was going to put it in the list, but it was kind of between what a gadget and a weapon was. It was categorized as a weapon, so I don't know. It's the spider bot. You throw it down and it has this robotic spider. You control it like a RC car. I love how it looks and controls. It's so fun to use and it's very helpful if you want to be stealthy or get a gold bolt. But that's the only time you can use it. I haven't seen myself use it only in those times, and it's more of a gadget though. I just can't put it in the list because it's kind of sad to see a good designed gadget to end up in a bad weapons list. So no. Also, the entire line of the Secret Agent Clank weapons, they're not in the list because, to be honest, I'll be here all day listing them, and I don't consider this game in the franchise. Probably make a list about this trash, but only time can tell. So let's get this list started, shall we? Number 10, Burger King foot lettuce. I'm just kidding, it's the Rhino 3. What? How could you say that, you dead corpse? Well, first off, yes, I am dead. So is my channel too, but we're not going to talk about that. Secondly, it's number 10, so don't put your glasses in a twist, okay? And thirdly, let me talk first. Thank you. It's disappointing. The first one wasn't great, but you had a sense of power with it. The second one was epic. I love this gun. It's so powerful and it has 100 ammo and it freaking shoots 1,000 ammo in like a second. This one is an explosion. It turns into a ball of energy. It destroys everything. It doesn't compare, you see. Every other Rhino is great, but this one doesn't compare to make it call it a Rhino. It's hard to think that this is supposed to be the best weapon in the game, even though that every other option is much more better, and every weapon can go up to a level 8. This one can only go to level 5. Yeah, the Rhino 2 doesn't upgrade, but it's so overpowered it doesn't need that. Like, I can say that the Bouncer is a much more better weapon and overpowered than the Rhino 3, and that says a lot. I don't think that this weapon is as good as what everyone else thinks, because it doesn't weigh enough to call it a Rhino. Also, the Rhino 3 hurts my eyes and I basically have to wear glasses now, so yeah, I'm gonna put my glasses in a twist now. Number 9, another disappointing weapon, the B6 Obliterator. It was only shown in Deadlock and it's pretty weak. I hear a lot of people say that this is the worst weapon in the game, but later on in this list you're gonna see the worst one in the game. It has low ammo and low damage, and it's pretty sad to say that this weapon could have been good if it was given another thought. It's outclassed by other weapons and the Scorpion Flail, of course. Oh my god, the Scorpion Flail! Talk about the best weapon in the damn game. Are you serious? This is the best weapon ever. Oh, I forgot this is the worst list. I'm just really disappointed now. Number 8, the ship weapons. Okay, remember the ship levels in the second game? If you said yes, you just remember how long and boring they are. I loved it in the first time, but as time goes on, it kind of bugs me. In Ratchet and Clank 2, you fly around in your spaceship, flying through the galaxy, going in light speeds, and going through light years, and yet I don't like them. You do have your weapons in your ship, but only half of them are even useful. The missiles are a good weapon for good aim and overall is a good weapon, the nuclear bomb device is great, killing and wiping out enemies. Even have an exploit of how to get more bolts. That's awesome. But the other two weapons are, the mines don't do much, and the only reason why you would have it is just to spin around with your ship like crazy. It's useless. And so is the torpedoes. Yeah, think of the missiles, but it's less accurate, has piss aim, and has less ammo. And that's what you get. Number 7, the Decoy Glove. Why do these defensive weapons suck? Also, you're gonna be seeing a lot of these weapons in the list too. So, the Decoy Glove. You throw it down and a decoy appears. It's supposed to be a weapon that the enemy would shoot on the decoy and not you. And I do not use this. Not at all. It's a clever idea, but it doesn't do much. And I probably used it like once, maybe twice. Maybe never. I mean, you do glitches with it and you can do speedruns. It stands there looking at you with those soulless eyes. Number 6, the Hollow Shield Glove and Launcher. 2 defensive weapons. This is the worst Ratchet deadlock weapon. 2 weapons? What the fuck? Yeah, I know it's weird, but they are basically the same thing. When your game is based on moving and shooting, why would I want to sit down in the same place, shoot my weapon, and realize, damn, I'm too far away from the enemy, so I wasted ammo of this weapon. And even if you do get close, the enemy can pass through your hollow shield. I have 2 weapons that can easily solve these 2 problems easily. The pulse rifle and the shield charger. The rifle, stand back, stay there, aim, shoot. No one can even see you and you would shoot far away. The shield charger gives you a shield around you and you can shoot and aim and move and be protected. These 2 can't do any of that. The hollow shield in Ratchet 3 gets a special star because the shield charger is a 2 and 3. What the fuck? Number 5, the Wallop. Another disappointing weapon. I'm getting really tired of this. In concept, this is a great melee weapon. If you want to get close and personal, it allows you to punch forward, but the damage is the same thing as your wrench. Also, because when you punch forward, you're open to be attacked. Luckily for us, Insomniac, the creators of Ratchet and Clank, actually remade this idea and called it the Blitzer launcher. It does the same thing, except it picks you up faster and it makes you keep punching without any lag. Unlucky for us that the Wallop is still on the list. Number 4, the Tornado Launcher. Remember when the PlayStation 3 was showing off the capabilities of 6-axis controls? Yeah, the thing that no one uses? Well, they made a weapon, and it blows. Number 3, the Taunter. Basically, this weapon's purpose is to attract enemies and... Do you see how dumb this is? Like, why do I have to attract the enemy? All I have to do is show my ugly face and they'll blow me up in smithereens. Why do I need a weapon for that? I tried to figure out what it would be like if I had this weapon. Probably give it to charity. Wait, do charities take guns? Never mind. Like, what would happen if I walk down the street and I shoot my taunter? Then every person in the whatever street beats you up until your liver becomes glue and your spinal cord becomes a donut. This is useless, and if it is used, it's probably a weapon for another weapon. Like, how useless do you have to be if you need a second gun to use this one? Number 2, the Fector. I totally forgot about this weapon. When I was doing this list, I went back to my games and looked at every weapon. And when I used this weapon, I simply got the Black Plague. It's so horrible. To be honest, I'd rather make 13 tapes. This weapon can allow you to infect your enemies with a brainwashing slime, causing them to turn against each other. It's a cool idea, but the problem is that it sucks. it can only affect small enemies. Big enemies are half a chance, useless against bosses. The brainwashing lasts like 6 to 7 seconds. Low ammo, can't even kill the slime creatures with this thing. Also, you can't even have fun watching the enemies fight against each other because it's long and boring. I don't think that anyone likes this weapon if it was given to them. I do not care if the thing even costed nothing. I don't care if it even painted as gold. Number 1, the Clank Zapper. The Clank Zapper sucks. I hate this weapon. And it's a part of Clank, my favorite sidekick, my buddy, my pal, my friend. And it's been ruined because of this trash. Except, you know, Secret Agent Clank. So let me give you a scenario first. You have 3 of the most expensive weapons in the game and you're at the end of the game, right? You can only pick one. You have the Rhino 2, the Zodiac, or the Clank Zapper. The Rhino 2 costs 1,000,000 bolts. The Zodiac costs 1,005,000 bolts. And the Clank Zapper cost is 1,000,000. Now, you picked the Clank Zapper and you thought, damn, that's a waste of all your money. So you start challenge mode in New Game Plus. So you start the game again in the same file. So you pick Clank Zapper, but it's not going. Okay. The problem is that you need Clank for this to work. In the first 4 to 5 planets, you can't use the weapon or can't even upgrade your weapon for that. But if you have a weapon, oh boy, it's so disappointing. It's short range, low ammo, it's laughable. Oh wait, you can level it up, but the lasers come out of his eyes. What? Okay, so this shows that you spent your money on the Clank Zapper, you're screwed. But you can buy the Rhino, which is way more better. And yes, the Zodiac does have a crazy price tag and does only have his 4 ammo, but at least it does damage. This thing can't damage crap. Insomniac made a thread saying that it sucks. Link is in the description. Not even its creators like it, and it's sad. The price sucks. You need Clank for this to work. It barely does any damage. The level up version doesn't change anything, and it makes me sad that I can't look at Clank the same way ever again. So this is my list of the top 10 worst Ratchet and Clank weapons. If you like this, leave a like and share, and hey, maybe subscribe. If you want to follow me on my other social medias, down in the description. Now if you excuse me, I'll be sleeping in my coffin now. Take care or you'll be in a scare.